So how do you look at life and death now?
Being a mountaineer, I think the day it's not my day, I can fall off from the top of a mountain and I will not die. But the day it is my day, even God can't help and save me. Because there have been times on the mountains, Rakshita, when, the most deserving of the deserving people have died and without taking any risk. And the one who you thought would not survive, the most amateur of the amateur one sometimes survives. The ones who you never thought would be able to survive actually are the ones who come out surviving. So nature is so vast. We try and find often just, even the human mind is built such that we try and find patterns in nothingness often. So you can always try and find meanings behind things, but trust me, we don't have a clue of what is going on and the day we are going to die. So the best thing is not care about something which we had no control over. I think overthinking is a waste of time. The day it's your day, nobody can stop you from, dying. Nobody can help you from dying. And the day it's not your day, even if you don't have water, lack of resources, without food, without water, I've seen people survive for the longest time. And the person who we thought would be the most comfortable and would be, oh no, he had the most chance of surviving, has been found dead. So, you never know what is going to happen the next morning. So, if you're lucky enough to be seeing the sunrise every day, make the most of it. Or keep on dreaming big, keep on daring to chase it, take as many risks as possible. Because climbing mountains has made this thing very clear for me. That we dream too small actually. We do the mistake of often highly underestimating our own selves. The boundaries of our imaginations are also so limited. We sometimes, even dream so small. So literally, I always say this to all youngsters, all young Indians out there, that dream big and dare to chase it. Because if you can think about doing something, if it's coming in your head, you're actually designed and built to do it. It does not matter where you come from or what you have. See, I being from Noida, my father being from Uttar Pradesh, my mother being from Maharashtra, we have nobody from the Pahadi community. Nobody had ever thought that a young boy from Noida would end up becoming the most experienced mountaineering prodigy India has ever seen on 8,000 meter mountains. So it does not matter truly where it comes from. If I could do it, if a person like me could do it, anybody can go about doing it.
There's a lot of focus in your fitness, like to all those who are listening and youngsters who actually want to pursue this. There's a lot of icons to look up to. You are one. You have cricketers, you have tennis players and everyone. But for mountaineering,
correct,
you are one person, I think, the best person to actually tell those who are actually listening to us and want to go this path. What would you like to say? How to go about things in your life? Because you are a young guy and you've been doing this for more than a decade now.
Correct.
And how to balance your other things in life, your personal and such risk-taking activities. I mean,
I think fitness has been always a very integral part of my life. I'm very proud to say that I'm also a Fit India ambassador, and we are actively promoting outdoors. I run a venture called Climb Up Adventures, where we are running in-school adventure programs across all schools in India. All the major schools in India now are running our adventure programs. So young Indians are actually getting to do adventure within their school premises, and they're actually going out for their summer camps with us. And the school curriculums are giving a big enhancement to it. Then I actively at a personal level also keep fitness at my utmost level. It's a very integral part of my everyday lifestyle because I'm an early riser. I don't know what to do. I'm any which ways a very, I'm a very restless soul. Yes. I can't sit in one place. So I love being outdoors from the very young time only. I used to cycle a lot. I have done a lot of skating. Fitness has always been a kind of meditation for me, which helps me tap into that hemisphere into my brain, where I can be in that meditative zone to be able to perform that consistently on the mountains as well. See, now when we talk about a sport like mountaineering, there is no top mark of how much do we have to perform. Right? Sometimes our movements last for 72 hours. Sometimes you're not able to sleep for 5 days. Sometimes you're not able to eat food for 3 nights. So you are being pushed to your limits. You cannot train for something like this. So there's a lot of mental fitness and there's a lot of physical fitness which we have to focus on when we talk about mountaineering. It's a very, very, very extensive sport. As I said, there are permanent consequences. If I do a mistake, I might not come back with my fingers. I might have to live the rest of my life without my toes. I might have to ampute my hand. So it's a it's a high risk sport, and training for it also is very, very, very intense. We are almost running, when I used to train during my more younger times, and now I have one too many grey hair, and there are a lot of more youngsters, but at my peak, I still remember I used to sleep for only 3 hours a day, and I used to be training for 17 hours a day. Rest of the 4 hours used to go in cooking of my food and the prep which I required to train for 17 hours. So I have pushed the body limits to that extent. We used to do almost 4 half marathons a week, 60 kilometers of cycling from Noida. I would go by the Greater Noida Expressway up to Pari Chowk and back. That would exactly be 60 kilometers to Sector 51 and back. So I would do that in less than 2 hours up and down. Then intense amount of calisthenics, intense amount of quite a lot of high interval training in the gym, lot of high functional body weight training in the gym. Then again, lot of meditation and yoga. I used to practice a lot of Kapalbharti, Anulom Vilom, basic breathing exercise to help me when I was more younger. The more younger you are in the field of mountaineering, the more difficult it gets for you to survive up there.